Hey everyone, now we're back to getting the websites finalized with all the latest stuff. We have inbound links, outbound links, external authority links, schema, everything's figured out. So I'm going to just show you real quick a very cool feature. So when we built these sites, one thing we want is to be able to delete the pages that didn't come out right. Once in a while, ChatGPT does something weird when it makes a page. So how are you going to do that? I've got like 175 websites spread across 3 different servers in this list. And I want to show you what that looks like. Each of those websites has a sitemap. Okay, so the difficulty is, how am I supposed to check if the pages are good or bad, right? Like here's an example of a bad page. This is one that just didn't get formatted at all. There are no headers, there are no subheaders, no subheaders, there's no paragraphs. Nothing's bolded, nothing's called out. It's just a massive print and that's it. It's all stuck there, right? So how am I supposed to normally check my sitemap? How would you normally check all of your pages? You would like open them in different tabs and then start clicking from one to the next, looking to see which ones might be bad pages as opposed to good ones. See, those are good, but not that one. So how am I supposed to just catch all the bad ones? And how do I deal with it, especially if I have like 175 sitemaps to go through? Well, I'll show you. We don't do that. We just simply have a tool that gets rid of all bad pages. So we define that as something, either kind of liberal or conservative, depending on our point of view. Usually relatively conservative. There's like a breakover. It's either going to be a good page or a bad one. And so it's either going to have like at least 6 H2 tags, or it'll have like 2, So I'm going to set this at a limit of 3, which is perfectly fine. In paragraph limit also, there should be at least like 35 paragraphs on the page top down. So if there's like 12, that's way too low. And again, there's a huge breakover. It's either going to be in the one group or the other. So all I have to do is this. For each of those 3 servers, and that's it, I'm going to stick the batch of related websites in for that server. So I'm going to take this stack and put that right here. And then the next stack, I'm just pointing it out like this is literally how it works for us now, and it's very useful. Whoops, let me get on the right tab. How about, right? And I'm going to take that one, Control C, and I'm going to stick it on its play. Because, yeah, we get to work these jobs in parallel. It just means it's a whole lot faster, especially if it's just looking on its own server for what needs to happen. Okay? So very simple point to make there is that this kind of a thing can be done like that. So ready? Submit. And so when it's done, it's just straight going to tell me. And somewhere along the way, as it's going through these websites, it'll wind up deleting this, and therefore this page will just redirect to the home page because it's going to be gone. Now, I think it's near the end of the list in its stack, so it'll take a little while. I'm going to go ahead and pause and let this finish up. I'll tell you how long it ran. It's about 10:01 now. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. We'll come back when it's done. Okay, I came back. It actually got done like probably a minute ago. So it's been on at like 7 minutes or so. So we went through 175 websites that have like 100 pages each. That's like 17,000 pages, something like that. And it went through all the pages and kept the good ones and deleted the bad ones. Like, see that? It's a broken link now. It doesn't exist anymore. So now that I have those holes in the sitemap, for example, like this sitemap just lost however many pages it had to. I'm going to refresh, and it's slightly shorter. You see that jump? So a few pages got deleted, whatever were bad. So you know what the cool thing is? Now I get to pull out the same file I used to generate those pages and look up the missing URLs and regenerate them, this time right. That way I fill in the niche gaps that were formed by those pages not being done correctly. How's that for really cool? And the fact that I'm able to do this with like 175 websites at the exact same time spread across multiple industries. That's the power we have today. So yeah, I've never been able to move this efficiently. We've just had little issues we've been having to resolve the entire length of the way to get to where this series is going to be the coolest thing now, because I'm just going to show you guys tons of steps that are so awesome, so fast, so easy, so good, and you'll see what we're doing. It's really amazing. And for those of you who are thinking about ever getting your hands on this tooling for yourself so that you can produce tons of websites of your own and use your own SEO tricks, nothing about these tools limits. If you happen to know SEO tricks, I don't, or if you have websites in your name that you can use that I don't, and you put this stuff to use on those things, you're going to cover ground so fast. We're going to make everything cover ground much faster, but the fact that you also have these tools to work with and that they do all the things you need, that's what I mean. There's no limitation. This is the website development taken so far. It's doing 99.9% of the ranking for you. And the rest of it is just either you're getting some kind of backlinks from the external internet or you're using expired domains. But you can do the cross-linking, external linking, internal linking wonderfully. Push button easy now. I'm going to walk through some of that in the upcoming videos. So yeah, watch the next ones.